Mental authority. The only thing you truly control, you only have absolute control over one thing in this world, your mind. Everything else is temporary, unpredictable, and often outside your reach. But your thoughts, your focus, your internal reactions, those are yours. When you truly understand this, the game changes. No longer are you a victim of external noise, the weather, the opinions, the failures, the chaos. Because while the world tries to push, provoke, and pressure you, your power lies in refusing to hand over control. This is what Napoleon Hill called mental authority, the ability to dominate your inner world no matter what the outer world throws at you. And here's the truth most never realize. If you master this one thing, nothing can stop you. No failure can define you. No rejection can destroy you. Because while others react, you choose. And in that choice, you become unstoppable. Not the world will test you. People will doubt you. Life will try to break you. But what separates those who succeed from those who crumble isn't brute force. It's silent strength. It's the ability to stay centered even when everything inside you is screaming. True power isn't loud. It's the calm mind that doesn't give in, even when bleeding on the inside. It's the man who feels the chaos but chooses peace. This kind of silence isn't weakness, it's mastery. It's a declaration that no external force will control your inner state. In a world obsessed with reaction, the one who remains still becomes unshakable. They don't need to prove anything, because the very fact that they don't react already proves everything. You can have brilliant ideas. You can read every book, watch every motivational video, and dream with your eyes wide open. But without discipline, none of it becomes real. Discipline is the invisible force that separates the wishful from the successful. It's what gets you out of bed when your body begs for comfort. It's what stops you from reacting in anger, from indulging in quick pleasures, from quitting too soon. Napoleon Hill called it the bridge between thought and accomplishment. Without it, your ideas are just fantasies. But with it, you become unstoppable, not because you never fall, but because you always rise with purpose. Discipline turns your mind into a weapon and your habits into armor. Not in a world addicted to noise, to reacting, posting, explaining. The strongest people are those who speak the least and think the most. True power doesn't announce itself. It watches. It waits. It calculates. Silence is not weakness. It's strategy. It's what protects your energy, guards your focus, and gives you the clarity to act with intention. Napoleon Hill observed that the most successful men he met were quiet thinkers, not loud talkers. When you master the art of being calm in chaos, when you can hold your silence while the world tries to provoke you, you gain control. Because real strength isn't in showing you can explode, it's in choosing not to. You are not weak because you feel. You are powerful because you choose how to respond to what you feel. Strength isn't about suppressing emotions. It's about not letting them dictate your actions. Anger pushes you to react too fast. Anxiety convinces you to quit too soon. And emotional hunger blinds you to your worth. But when you master emotional discipline, you gain freedom. Napoleon Hill warned that an undisciplined mind, ruled by impulse, is the enemy of success. Control isn't pretending not to care. It's feeling everything and still choosing peace over chaos, clarity over confusion, purpose over pain. It's not about always being calm, but about knowing how to return to your center before acting. In a noisy world where everyone wants to be heard, true strength lies in silence. Silence is not weakness, it's strategy. It protects your energy, gives you time to think, and shields you from unnecessary conflict. Napoleon Hill observed that the most successful people were often the quietest. They spoke less, thought more, and acted with precision. The truly unshakable don't need to react to every challenge. They calculate, they wait, and when they move, their actions are so firm that no one sees it coming. The silence of a disciplined mind is louder than the noise of 1,000 desperate voices. So the next time the world tries to provoke you, remember, silence isn't giving up. It's rising above. True strength is not the absence of emotion, but the ability to master it. Anger makes you impulsive. Anxiety makes you retreat. Loneliness makes you settle. But when you gain emotional discipline, you become truly free. Napoleon Hill warned that an undisciplined mind ruled by emotion is the greatest enemy of success. Learning to pause before you react, to choose observation over explosion, and to respond with clarity instead of chaos, that is real power. A person who only acts when they feel good will never go far. Lasting success requires emotional stability, and emotional stability comes from conscious self-control. You don't need to suppress your emotions. Just stop letting them be. Boss, you don't owe the world an explanation for your vision, your silence, or your direction. People will judge, question, and misunderstand you. That's not your burden to carry. Napoleon Hill stated that only the insecure are obsessed with public opinion. While you try to please everyone, you lose energy and stray from your mission. But those who truly know who they are don't need to explain. They just walk with conviction, even when misunderstood. They understand that responding to everything is wasting time on nothing. Strength lies in knowing who you are and no longer needing to prove it. You'll notice something peculiar on your path to growth. The louder your discipline becomes, the more the noise around you increases. But don't confuse criticism with truth. Often, people don't attack your flaws. They attack your strength. You remind them of everything they didn't have the courage to become. Napoleon Hill stated that unfair criticism is frequently a twisted form of admiration. So stop defending yourself. Stop trying to fix every comment. Stop seeking approval from those who are committed to misunderstanding you. They don't want the truth. They want to see you shrink. But you weren't made to fit in. You were made to stand out. Your silent discipline will always threaten those who live loudly in chaos. In a world obsessed with appearances, true greatness is built in silence. It's not what you post online. It's what you practice when no one's watching. Napoleon Hill called this invisible character the inner discipline that no one applauds, but that shapes everything. While others chase validation, you build foundation. Waking up early with no one to impress, working hard without guaranteed results, staying focused without applause. That's where empires are built. The strong don't need to broadcast. They train in silence, persist in shadows, and when the time comes, the results speak louder than any words ever could. There comes a moment when distractions lose their appeal. Shallow conversations, fleeting opinions, and meaningless validation begin to fade. That's not isolation. That's transformation. You're no longer chasing acceptance. You're consumed by purpose. Napoleon Hill described this as definiteness of purpose, a burning desire so focused it outshines fear, fatigue, and doubt. When you reach this state, you don't need external motivation. What once felt like sacrifice becomes your rhythm. What used to be hard now feels natural. You're no longer acting from effort, but from identity. Purpose becomes who you are. And when that happens, nothing can stop you. You've fallen, cried in silence, thought of quitting. But you didn't. And that's what sets you apart. Napoleon Hill said, "Persistence transforms character and shapes destiny." In the beginning, the world may ignore your efforts. It might doubt, criticize, or even laugh. But there's one thing no one can ignore for long: results. And results don't show up for those who try. They appear for those who never stop. You've been planting seeds in silence, growing in the dark, becoming stronger when no one was. watching. That quiet persistence will soon become undeniable. Not because you forced the world to see, but because your results will speak louder than any word. Real strength doesn't need a stage. It thrives in discipline, in focus, and in resilience. You've become someone different now. Someone who doesn't need applause, because your presence alone makes noise. Asterisk, asterisk. And if this message resonated with you, if it reminded you of your own silent strength, then take a moment to honor that. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the daily drops of clarity and power. This space is for those who choose to be unshakable, and your journey is just beginning. Asterisk, asterisk.